Questions. Many developing countries require aid from international organizations to develop. Many people think that this aid should be financial, while others think that practical aid and advice are more useful. Discuss both views and give your own opinion. After reading the question, we need to prepare an outline for the task. First of all, we need to confirm the type of the task. It is a discuss both one. Then we need to prepare for the introduction. There are two things. Paraphrase the topic of the essay, and state what could be expected from the essay. Although some say that non-financial support is beneficial for poor countries, my own view is that international aid should be in the form of financial assistance. After this, we need to think about the body paragraph. Paragraph 1. An effective education system is a key factor in the growth of a country, so advice on how to build such a system should be given to less wealthy countries. Foreign assistance can also be given in terms of providing human resources. By having an additional number of well-educated and knowledgeable individuals work in their nations, hopefully, less developed countries can escape from poverty. Paragraph 2. I believe that financial support would be more useful for poorer nations. One argument is that even valuable ideas for education reform may be irrelevant if a country is financially disadvantaged. Furthermore, financial resources provided by rich countries may help poorer ones invest in medical and scientific research. If a sufficient amount of money is spent on these areas, technological advances are significantly more likely to be made, and such innovations can help improve the economic growth of a nation. The last but not least, it is the conclusion. Please find the following sample essay. There is a clear disparity and contrast when it comes to the development statuses of various countries today. Owing to this, there has always been a major inclination towards consideration of rendering the support and help that developed countries should to the developing and underdeveloped ones. To this, there is a proportion of people who propound that the international consortia should help the underprivileged countries with economical and financial assistance, while others opine that development suggestions and plans are more efficient. In the forthcoming sections, I shall be discussing both the perspectives and my advocacy for the former standpoint. It is understood that the fundamental distinction that comes in as a line of comparison between developed and underdeveloped countries are the plans of action of administration of them. It is observed quite often that a country's status quo is profoundly proportional to the way a country is governed, as that is what makes a difference in its development process. Hence, when advice from the international associations rectify and restructure the foundational modes and forms of action, it proves out to be significant succor for the nations in need. For instance, such guidance could pave a way in the educational setup of the countries and hence could milk the potential of the youth. It could also help in the financial channeling of the economy that could again prove to be a gold cord for the dampening financial modeling of a nation. Likewise, it could help such countries to process their resources and dynamics which could work in the maximum prowess and capacity. However, when it comes to starting the process from the elementary stones of refurbishing the growth stature, a country needs capital and financial aid, and that goes without saying. It is an incontrovertible understanding that in order to base the castle of remodeling a nation, it has to be upheld and fortified with the brick and mortar of money, as unless that happens, the plans couldn't be picturized in reality. The suggestions and advice for obvious reasons have to be based on financial resources for its initiation. To strengthen its health amenities and establishment of hospitals, the requirement of equipment for harnessing the resources, the construction of the educational institutions, every aspect indeed requires money to even begin with, and therefore, it is the most essential and the most basic help that international organizations should endow the poor nations with. In conclusion, it could thus be stated that since for the actualization of ideas that a country could get for its betterment, it needs to have money to get switched on with its implementation, hence, a monetary help is the quintessential aid a country needs.